Good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel Akool Saral Jyotish Astrology Simplified. I am Akool, astrological author, analyst, researcher and philosopher, as well as astrological teacher. Today I have come up with yet another exciting and innovative astrological topic: how to scientifically and logically predict the price movement in the stock market based on astrology, particularly in the context of the Indian stock market. However, the investors and traders should not trade based on these astrological analyses and tentative predictions, but do their own research and analysis before investing and trading. This is an astrological, academic, and learning video presentation for the learners of the astrology. So it was the disclaimer. Please do not trade based on this. Do your own research and consult your financial consultant before investing and trading. Don't go for trading or investing based on astrological predictions. It was the disclaimer. Astrological spotlight. In Hindu Jyotish, the fifth house of a horoscope is the house of speculation. Fifth house of your horoscope is the house of speculation and the stock market. Since our topic of discussion is in the context of the Indian stock market, we shall analyze the Independence Day horoscope of India with a 1 month horizon, from the day of publication of this astrological video on YouTube, precisely for the month of November 2025. Our prime focus will be on the benchmark index Nifty 50. The benchmark index of Indian stock market is Nifty 50. You all know. Now let us proceed to analyze the Independence Day horoscope of India, an accurate and reliable horoscope. It is the beauty of our Independence Day horoscope. It is accurate and most reliable horoscope. In the context of the Indian stock market, we shall analyze the fifth house of the Independence Day horoscope of India vis-a-vis the ongoing Mahadasha, Vimshattari, Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantardasha, and the planetary transit of the Mahadasha Lord, Antardasha Lord, and Pratyantardasha Lord. This will take us to a precise location, to a precise prediction, astrological prediction. Let us learn how to apply stock market price movement in the Independence Day horoscope of India. Independence Day horoscope of India, I will bring it in front of all of you. It is the Independence Day horoscope of our beloved country, India, Bharat Varsh. It is the most accurate horoscope reliable horoscope. Ascendant, please look at my cursor. It is in South style horoscope. South style horoscope. South India style horoscope. Ascendant is Taurus. Please look at my cursor. I am circling my cursor through ascendant. Ascendant is Cancer. Second house has Mars. Second house has Mars. We are now undergoing the Vimshattari Mahadasha of Mars. Mars is the 7th Lord and the 12th Lord. 7th Lord and the 12th Lord. Mars from the Lagna. I will only show the relevant planet, otherwise you will become confused. So I will only show the relevant planet. Mahadasha Lord, Antardasha Lord, Pratyantardasha Lord, transit and the 5th house. Because our focus will be on the 5th house. And it will give indication about Nifty 50, the benchmark index. Including I will give some prediction, sector-wise prediction also. Sectors, stock market sectors, sector-wise predictions. So, Mars is the 7th and the 12th Lord is in Gemini, the 2nd house. It is the 7th and the 12th Lord. It is neutral planet. First it is the Trikona Lord, as Trikona Lord, it is the neutral planet, and as 12th Lord, it is also a neutral planet. Moon is in the 3rd house, Cancer as the 3rd Lord. Mercury is the 5th Lord, most important. Mercury is the 5th Lord in the 3rd house. Saturn is the 9th Lord and 10th Lord in 3rd house Cancer. Venus is the Lagna Lord and the 6th Lord is in the 3rd house Cancer. Sun is the 4th Lord in the 3rd house Cancer. Jupiter is the 8th Lord. Jupiter is the 8th Lord and 11th Lord. As 8th Lord, it is neutral. As 11th Lord, it is the malefic Trishadaya Lord. Ketu is there in the 7th house. Isn't it? All the planets are in Rahu Ketu axis. You may call it as Kalsharpa Yug, but it doesn't work. Kalsharpa Yug doesn't work. Once I will come up with Kalsharpa Yug also, and we will try to eliminate all confusion about Kalsharpa Yoga in the horoscope. Once in future I will come up, explain the Kalsharpa Yoga and remove all the confusion and fear about Kalsharpa Yoga from the mind of my viewers. In the Indian Independence Day horoscope, the 5th house is Virgo. It is the 5th house. Please look at my cursor. It is the 5th house Virgo. It is the 5th house Virgo. 5th house is Virgo with Mercury as the ruler of the house. The 5th house is vacant. 5th house is vacant, no planet in Virgo. The 5th house is vacant. But Mars, by his 4th aspect, aspecting the 5th house Virgo, Saturn, by his 3rd aspect from Cancer, has been aspecting Virgo. The 5th house Virgo. Mercury is in the 11th house from the 5th house. Virgo, since it is in 3rd house, count from 5th house. The 3rd house is always the 11th house. The 5th house is vacant but aspected by Mars from the 2nd house of wealth. We are currently undergoing the Vimshattari Mahadasha and Antardasha of Mars. Mars is the 7th lord, the 3rd lord from the 5th house of the stock market, which signifies communications, transport, media, and relations with neighbors. 3rd house from the 5th house means the stock market will be impacted by our relation with our neighbors or any development in the neighboring countries. The 5th house of stock market will be impacted. And the 12th lord, the 8th lord from the 5th house of the stock market, which indicates hidden activities, scam, and unearned money from the passive investment in the stock market. Unearned money through passive investment in the stock market. The Mahadasha Lord, Mars, indicating all those things. Moreover, Mars from the 2nd house of Gemini has been aspecting the 8th house from the Lagna in Sagittarius. During November 2025, Mars will be transiting Scorpio over natal Ketu. In November 2025, Mars will be transiting over natal Ketu. It has been transiting now also, along with Mercury, the 5th lord. Along with Mercury, the 5th lord. During November 2025, Mars will be transiting Scorpio over natal Ketu, along with transiting Mercury up to November 23. Mercury will be in Scorpio up to November 23 and aspected by Jupiter from Cancer. Jupiter, there will be aspect of Jupiter from Cancer on both Mars and Mercury. This may result in volatility in the stock prices in the sectors like automobile, pharma, crude, infrastructure, capital goods, healthcare, and metals, with an overall positive undertone. With a buy at dip and short at top strategy with appropriate stop losses. Then what will be the focus? What will be the focused sector during November 2025 are communication, means telecommunication, automobile, pharma, crude, infrastructure, capital goods, healthcare, and metals, with an overall positive undertone, with a buy at dip and short at top strategy with appropriate stop losses. These are the forecast sector for September 2025. When there is volatility in the market, we will able to earn. Without sideways market, you cannot earn, because you cannot make short selling nor you can buy, because it will move in a defined range. So sideways are not good. Volatility is rather good, because in volatility you will able to trade with stop losses, with any strategy you want, like daily moving average, DMA, crossover, cross down, anything, any indicator you like to use, you can use it. But stop loss should be there. Stop losses. Without stop losses, trading should not be done. Even in investment, there should be stop loss, because you have a risk appetite, and that if it crosses that risk appetite, then it is better to exit the market. You first determine what is your risk appetite, how much risk you can take, then go for investment in the stock market, because it is highly speculative. Now let us proceed. There are many more sectors I will be discussing. Prityantar Dasha of Saturn, November 1 to 23, means Prityantar Dasha of Saturn will be operating between November 1 and November 23, and Mercury Prityantar Dasha will be operating from November 23 to November 30. Will remain operative during November 2025. Please jot it down if you want to jot it down. Otherwise, everything is in front of you. The video is in both written and along with my narration. You can revisit, you can look at, you can listen me again by revisiting this video presentation. Saturn is the ninth lord. For Taurus ascendant, Saturn is the ninth lord. The fifth lord from the fifth house means Bhavad Bhavan lord of the fifth house. It is a say, it shows the future of the stock market. And Saturn is now from Pisces, aspecting fifth house Virgo. Fifth house is the house of speculation and stock market. In the Indian Independence Day, in our Independence Day horoscope, fifth house of stock market is Virgo, now being aspected by Saturn from Pisces, who is transiting in Pisces but retrograde. So, when a planet is in the Pisces, by his seventh aspect, he will automatically aspect Virgo. Saturn is the ninth lord, the fifth lord from the fifth house, and has been transiting Pisces, aspected by Jupiter, indicating that the stock prices of the banking, insurance, NBFC means non-banking financial companies, and FMCG, fast-moving consumer goods, may remain sideways with a positive undertone. Mercury is the second and the fifth lord and will be transiting through Libra from November 23 to November 30, indicating positive sentiment in the stock prices of the sectors like from the 23rd of November. November 23 indicating positive sentiment in the stock prices of the sectors like banking, NBFC, non-banking financial companies, insurance, telecommunication, IT, FMCG, and publications, with a strategy to buy at a dip with appropriate stop losses. So banking will also come in focus in November, when the Mercury, by its retrograde movement, through its retrograde motion, move to Libra. So banking will also come in forecast. Banking, NBFC, insurance, telecommunications, IT, FMCG and publications, with a strategy to buy a dip with appropriate stop losses. This was for now. I have spent a lot of time in making out these cracks of planetary dosha, mahadasha, pratyanta dasha and transit with reference to Indian stock market. And I have shown how the stock market has to be seen based on the foundation day horoscope of a country. The fifth house is the house of stock market. Fifth house in the foundation day horoscope of any country is the house of stock market. Fifth house. And ninth house, one more secret I am revealing. And the ninth house is the future of the stock market. Ninth house. That means dosha, antardasha, pratyantardasha of the planet related to the ninth house and planetary transit will show the future of the stock market of a given period, for a given period. Not always during operation of the transit, of any transit, and that of dasha, antardasha, pratyantardasha. You can go up to suksham dasha and prana dasha also. Who are small time, who trades frequently in the market. So it was the presentation. See, I'll show in the horoscope. The ninth house is expected. Ninth house is Capricorn in the Independence Day horoscope of India, and Jupiter is transiting in Cancer, so it is expecting the ninth house. So the future of the house is not bad. Future of the stock market is not bad. So I have been repeatedly emphasizing that the market will remain with a positive undertone. Dips may come, and every dips may be an opportunity for accumulation with stop losses. Adopt your own strategy, adopt your indicator, stock market indicators like DMA, SMA, many other indicators are there. You can use it, but the undertone is likely to be positive. And every dips may be an opportunity to accumulate during the month of November 2025. And sector, should I repeat again? Sector on which we should focus, I am repeating. Communication. Communication means telecommunication and banking, financial services, insurance, metals, FMCG, automobile, pharma, crude, infrastructure, capital goods, healthcare. These will remain in focus. These sectors. Metals. Don't forget about metals also. These will remain in focus. These are likely to remain in focus, but do your own research before investing. Consult a financial planner or a investment planner, investment consultant before investing. Please don't go by the astrological prediction. Nobody is going to held responsible for your decision. For your decision, you will be held responsible, and your money would be at risk. So, do according to your own research and analysis. Don't go by the astrological prediction. It is the duty of astrologer to pinpoint something that is different, but it is your research and analysis that will be the deciding factor. You decide. Don't go by any prediction. You decide. You consult financial advisor of your choice. Use indicators, financial market indicators. Make fundamental research. Whatever you want to do, make technical research. Whatever you want to do. But don't go by this thing, astrological predictions. Because nobody is going to take the risks. If you incur loss, it is yours, and if you incur profit, if you earn profit, that is your profit. Neither astrologer or your investment advisor will come to take stake from that. Nobody will come. Loss is yours, profit is yours. Thanks for watching, and have your patience. So let us conclude. Thanks once again for watching.